Hello, this is the Lord's Legion yet again with a brand new Lord Speaks. Today I'm going to be defending Baron Zemo from Captain America Civil War. And my apologies for not doing this show as frequent as I promised. That's mainly because I didn't have enough stories to pick up and talk about. So I decided to make a whole episode solely on Baron Zemo from Civil War himself. And I know I have yet to talk about anything DC related onto the Lord Speaks, though I have a special plan later on in the week, and trust me, this is going to be a real doozy to talk about. So without further ado, let's get on to our main topic at hand. So for starters, Baron Zemo is portrayed by Daniel Bruhl, and he is drastically different from the Baron Zemo we know from the comics. He has no relation to Hydra. Instead of being German, he is Sokovian, and also the fact that he used to be a war veteran instead of being just a mad scientist back in World War II. His main motivation in the film is to destroy all the heroes from the inside because of all the casualties that happened at the end of Age of Ultron, and now Baron Zemo decides to blame it all on Captain America, Iron Man, and the rest of the remaining Avengers. Now if you look at Zemo as a perspective of just a normal villain, I think Zemo is done rather well and he fits into the story perfectly, and let me explain why. The main theme of Captain America Civil War is vengeance and how it can consume literally anybody. Like we see it a lot through Cap, we see it through Iron Man, we see it through Black Panther, and we get to see a bit with the Winter Soldier. And in many ways, Baron Zemo in this film perfectly represents what the heroes could ultimately become if they let vengeance consume them. Believe it or not, we actually do see quite a bit of resemblance from the Baron Zemo in the comics. Most notably the fact that Baron Zemo is almost an engine of vengeance and often blames Captain America for everything that has happened to him. And he is also very loyal to his family and he always wants to avenge them the best way he knows how. And also his intellect is very well displayed, as he knows how to torture people well, and he was even capable enough of cracking down the code to brainwashing the Winter Soldier. And to top it all off, Baron Zemo is quite known for always breaking his enemies from the inside. Baron Zemo has always been known for wanting to destroy Captain America, the Avengers, or anyone else, and just plot them against each other or have his henchmen do the dirty work for him. Now I completely understand how Baron Zemo in this film could be divisive among fans, similar to how the Mandarin was in Iron Man 3, but this is how I personally see things. Yes, he doesn't wear his costume, nor is he a swordsman or even leads Hydra. However, the core element of Baron Zemo in this film is completely on point. The core about Baron Zemo is that he's the complete human embodiment of vengeance and how he blames literally anyone, and especially Captain America, for everything bad that has happened to him. However, with this film, they decided to go a step further and humanize him so that us viewers could relate to Zemo himself. Now there has been some concept art of Zemo in full costume, and although it looks extremely badass, it doesn't really fit well within the main plot of the story in my eyes. Zemo is meant to represent what would happen to an average person in Sokovia after the events of Age of Ultron, so having him being a costumed villain would not be as impactful for this film. However, they've left it all open in the air for Zemo to make his return in future films, and who knows, we might be able to see Zemo in full costume carrying a sword and maybe lead his own version of Hydra or even the Masters of Evil for like the new Avengers in the future after Infinity War. In conclusion, I consider Zemo from Civil War to be a great addition within the villain roster of the MCU. The core elements of Zemo has remained intact, however at the same time making him more relatable and more fresh. And to top it all off, Zemo is the one that has broke the Avengers without even throwing a single punch, and to me that is very impressive. I consider Zemo to be one of the best villains within the MCU thus far, and I can't wait to see this character make his return in future films. So what do you guys think of Zemo? Share your thoughts in the comments below, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, take care guys and have a good one.